Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if it's your first time around, then welcome. I'm Bizaster, and today I'm actually going to be doing a video that is pretty different from what I usually do. So recently, I finally decided to watch Violet Evergarden. If you watched my my Q&A video, I forget how long ago that was, someone actually asked me if I had watched Violet Evergarden, and I said no because I heard that the movie... I didn't realize there were two movies at first. So the second movie, the most popular one, I think, was a little weird. But yeah, one of my friends actually convinced me to watch the series, though, because we were talking at some point, and she was saying she had a lot to complain about with the movie, and I said I'll do a rant video about it. She's actually here today to help me with the video, so she's going to be in it, but I'm just going to film the intro segment first. So, yeah, so I ended up watching the series. I usually don't watch series when I have to watch sequel movies, but I was committed to this video. So I watched the series, the OVA, and then both of the movies. And I am... safe to say that I finally know enough information about it to rant about how the second movie, the 2020 movie, really fucked it up. But before I start just going off about the series, I did say I was joined by the friend that recommended that I make this video, Ren.
Hi.
Yep. Okay, so we both have a lot to complain about. So Violet Evergarden, it is a series I really liked.
We talk about that one really hot girl.
If you couldn't tell already, she's gay. Anyways, do you want to continue?
Okay, so there's this one really, really hot girl. I forgot her name.
Starts with a C.
Yeah, wait, let me search it up.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to pause?
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut back once we find out. Oh, okay, so her name's Catalea, and yeah.
She's so fine. Oh my god.
Yeah, I watched the series in OVA on my own, but I did watch the two movies with her, and it really was an experience every time she came on screen. Though I can't say I judge her at all for that.
You can't talk. What are your thoughts on Benedict?
We don't have to talk about that. Anyways, so it was a series I really liked. It was emotional. A lot of shows, I don't really cry that much when I watch shows and movies, and I didn't with this one, but I got really close to it.
I was about to tell you,
especially with
if you said you cried.
especially with episode 10. So since I had watched the show and really liked it, I was excited for the OVA and the two movies. And I was originally just going to do maybe a review of each one, and I'm probably still gonna do a review. I just need to get all the ranting stuff off my chest first. So, yeah, watching the second movie really ruined the experience for me. It didn't ruin the original series. I mean, like, in terms of how much I enjoyed the original series, because I still really like it, but it really just fucked it up as a whole, and I am very, very disappointed in the team behind it, because I don't even know how you can fuck up a series that bad. It happened with Erased, but I thought Erased was just like a one-time thing.
It happened with Death Note too. Not as badly,
but Death Note wasn't as bad. I mean, it was still pretty bad, but it wasn't...
Soul Eater too. Soul Eater's ending was... But that wasn't until the, very, very end of the show.
Yeah. I think Erase was just the mainly, very bad thing. And then Violet Evergarden makes Erased kind of just look like a complete masterpiece. So, that is what we're going to talk about today. We're mainly just going to be complaining about the second Violet Evergarden movie. And also, this video will contain spoilers for, the entire series plus the OVA. Well, not the OVA, we probably won't talk about that, but the movies. So, yeah, if you have not watched the show yet, then be warned, because it will have spoilers. But we're mainly just going to be complaining about the second movie and then using stuff from like the series and first movie to explain exactly why it sucked. So for those who don't know exactly what I'm referring to with the problems in the movie, because yes, there are multiple problems. The entire movie actually was kind of a problem, I'm not gonna lie. But it's mainly the ending of it that really fucked it up. So the ending, Violet ends up marrying Gilbert, who is pretty much like her surrogate father. He took her in, raised her, got her like a place to work. Even like when they thought that he was dead during the show, they still like used his like kind of like parental advice to like guide her as a character. And the most important part of that is obviously how messed up it is that she married someone who not only acted like a father figure to her, but also met her when she was 10 years old.
They also have a 15-year age gap.
Yeah, he was like, 25,
Yeah,
I
in the
believe.
show, she was 14. He was 29.
Yeah, okay, I'm stupid. She was like, she was, okay, yeah, 14, and then he was 29.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I have to explain why that's fucked up. And yes, in the movie, they wait until she's 20 to get married, but that is grooming, which a lot of people have not taken notice of. They're like, oh my god, it's so beautiful that they ended up together. It's grooming. It's fucking grooming, and it's disgusting.
It doesn't matter if he waited. They romanticize it and make it seem like it's okay because they waited till she was like 20. It's still grooming.
Exactly. It's so gross. It's like Gilbert's like the Discord mod. But yeah. So even if though, like, the thing I really wanted to talk about was that even if there wasn't the weird age gap, she wasn't a minor when she met him, and there wasn't the whole father-daughter relationship aspect to it, it's still really stupid because it ruins Violet's entire character. They spend the entire show, the OVA, the first movie, they spend all of that, even like the first part of the second movie, which I'll talk more about in a second, is that Violet is like becoming her own independent person. The problem with her in the early series is that she relies way too much on Gilbert. She thinks she just exists to serve him, and everyone around her is like, no, you're your own person, you're independent, you can do whatever. And they spend the whole series developing that. So in the second movie, when by some fucking ass pull Gilbert is still alive, which isn't explained, I don't think. Do they ever explain why he's still alive?
I don't think so.
No.
I think he just kind of is.
Yeah, which doesn't really make sense because I thought he died in an explosion or something, and I don't get how you'd survive that. But yeah, regardless, the thing with that's just so stupid to me is that the movie takes Violet, who is now like an independent character who's finally developing, and then they go, oh, Gilbert's still alive, and she's like, oh, I still exist to serve Gilbert, and they don't try and make that not happen. They literally just let her marry Gilbert, and it's like the whole cycle repeating again, and for some reason all the fans see it as a beautiful ending to the series, which is, it pisses me off so much. Even, like I said, even if you disregard all of the weird shit around it, it's, I hate it.
Okay, I love some of the other adults in the show, as I've expressed. Yes, you know,
clearly,
like some of the other adults in the show, they're cool. They were cool like during the show, but they are all like sensible adults. They weren't like in the war or anything.
Yeah.
They're all like mentally, at least from what we can see, they're all like mentally fine. And none of them stopped Violet. They even, like, supported the marriage.
Yeah, they seemed happy about it, which is also just really annoying for me because they also spend the show like, Gilbert, Violet, you can't rely on Gilbert, like, you're your own person. And then here they are. They're just like, no, this is totally fine. Let's just completely do a 180 with all of our characters. It's just really annoying. Plus, let's also not forget the fact that Violet actually had a good love interest in the first movie, which Ren is here to talk about.
Amy, she should have ended up with Amy. Amy was so much better. Literally, they were so cute, bro. Like the scene where she like does Violet's hair. It was so cute. They could have been such a better couple. They're like similar in age too. They even say that. Like it would have been legal.
They're also like a healthy couple that actually has chemistry. Gilbert spends the entire show being dead. He does not have chemistry with Violet, except for, in the last movie, because they somehow just decided to bring him back for some reason to ruin it. But yeah, Amy, or also Isabella, I think is her.
Isabella is the name that they gave her when she was like taken.
Yeah. It really should have just ended up with Violet and Amy being together. And also this kind of sounds like I hate Gilbert, like with how the video's been going so far. I didn't. In the original series, they made him out to be a kind person who acted like a father figure to Violet and wanted her to be her own person. And I actually really like how Ren thinks it should have ended, so...
It should have ended. They could have brought Gilbert back. Gilbert was a good character. He was a great like father figure. They should have brought him back and then had the scene where Violet and Amy danced. Before I saw the movie, I thought that was their wedding and I was so excited, and that should have been their wedding. And Gilbert could have come back and walked Violet down the aisle to marry Amy. Yeah. He could have been a father figure.
That would have been a sensible ending to the series. Instead of just Violet going back to relying on Gilbert for everything. It's just... Even, like, the implications of the movie are just so annoying. But also, it's not even just that. It's all the... the movie itself is just completely atrocious. It's...
I have more to say about Amy and Gilbert.
Oh, okay, wait, continue.
Okay, I see a lot of the fans, whenever I say that I like Amy and Violet more than Amy and Gilbert, I don't know why, a lot of the fans are like, what, Violet spent the entire show talking about how she loves Gilbert, like she doesn't even have chemistry with Amy. What are you talking about? Okay, yeah, she was cold when she first met Violet. You would have been like less trusting too if what had happened to Amy had happened to you and some random person starts like living with you 24/7. Yeah, I would have been suspicious, or like not suspicious. I would have been like cold at first too. There's this thing called character development, they grow closer as characters.
You know, what Violet had before they completely ruined it.
Right? Like, they grew closer. Yeah, they were cold at first, but she has chemistry with her later in the movie. Gilbert, I truly do not believe she ever loved Gilbert. I think that she had a lot of trauma when she was younger. Nobody really cared about her. And the first person to ever show her, like, affection or some kind of kindness, they just sort of turned it into romantic love. I don't think it was ever romantic love.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, it's also, like, what's really, really annoying is that people are like, oh, Amy would have been a horrible love interest. She was mean to Violet at first. Yeah, you know who else was mean to Violet at first? Every character in the show. Like, well, okay, maybe there are some exceptions, like Catalea and stuff, because she was just kind of nice and a mature adult. But, like, the people she writes letters for, a lot of them are, like, they don't trust her at first, and then they come around. Amy does the same thing, and for some reason, people just decide, like, no, that doesn't count, which is just is somehow stupider than the last movie.
Bro, after what happened to Amy when she was younger, I wouldn't trust anybody these adults bring in either.
Yeah, it's...
like,
yeah.
Of course she's not gonna trust this person that's brought in by these adults who separated her from her sister.
Exactly. And then... the movie as a whole, I mentioned this before, I just thought it was a complete mess, and I really stand by that. I don't get why it is so highly respected. it's like 30 points higher than the actual series, which makes zero sense to me. It's one of the highest ranked anime on my anime list. I believe it's at 19 and it has an 8.92 or something, which
It's
makes no
ranked
sense.
higher than Code Geass.
Which is stupid because okay, everyone's allowed to have their own opinions, but Code Geass had like one of the best endings in anime. This had one of the worst endings in anime. Like,
No, you're literally not allowed to have an opinion if you think this movie is better than Code Geass.
yeah, I'm sorry. That's really just how it is. And also, like, even if you disregard everything with Violet and Gilbert, it's still kind of a mess of a movie. They go from, there's the plot at the beginning, you know, with the sick kid, Eurus. Yeah, that could have made the movie good. I would have enjoyed the movie. I would have respected the score of the movie if they just made it about that. Or at the beginning of the movie, they made it seem like Anne, whose mom died, which almost made me cry during the show.
Pussy.
They shut the fuck up. They made it like, they made it so it seemed like it would be about her. She literally appears at the beginning of the movie and like near the end of it. And it's just, there's no correlation with the actual plot. She doesn't interact with any of the other characters. She's just there. And it makes no sense. And then the whole plot with the sick kid, it could have been good. And it was emotional.
It was so funny when he died.
Oh my god, you're such a terrible person. Jesus Christ. I feel like the movie, like I said, could have been good if they just focused on like his character arc. He had a very interesting character arc. It would have been a good thing to base the movie on.
He had a really nice roommate, you know, his best friend.
Oh yeah, Lucas. You know, they were such best friends. Mm-hmm. They are definitely going to be remembered by history as being close male companions. Anyways, yeah. That whole thing, it could have been good, and then they decided to bring in the whole Gilbert subplot and fuck it up. And what really made me mad was that Violet literally promised him that she would be there when, like, you know, when he was, like, dying in his final moments. And she wasn't. You know why? Because she went to see Gilbert and to spawn all of the problems with the movie. And it totally fucks it up. And the kid's like, yeah, I understand. I wouldn't. What? Ugh, it's so stupid. It's really dumb. They ruined that subplot.
Violet was so lucky. She didn't have to see that kid's chapped ass lips. They looked
Leave
so
him alone.
dry.
Leave him alone.
He needs like lip balm or something. Good.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That scene is so sad. Ren is currently over here fucking torturing me. Anyways, I have said pretty much all I want to say about the movie in terms of why it totally fucks the series over. You know, it ruins Violet's character. It has a really, really weird ship get confirmed. The movie is just a complete mess in terms of how it's structured. She should have ended up with Amy. We talked about all that, and that's pretty much like all I wanted to rant about with the Violet Evergarden movie. Did you have anything else?
Okay, we need to acknowledge how gay Benedict's shoes are.
Yeah, I was mentioning that the entire movie. I'm a bit of a Benedict simp, I'll admit. He's so sexy, and he's a stupid idiot, and he fails, and I love him. He's my favorite. He dresses so fucking gay, and I love him, and I'm gay for him. No. Well, half gay because I'm bisexual, but he's turning me gay. He's converting me, and I hate him. Yeah.
He's just confirming the fact that I'm a lesbian at this point. Like, you know,
Ren is just a hater. I'm sorry about her. I shouldn't have even let her go in the studio.
Clothes. That one girl whose name I forgot again.
I'll cut this out of the fucking video if you insult Benedict again. I'm joking. But all jokes aside, though, I've gotten everything I want off my chest about the movie. I think it sucked. 3 out of 10. Oops, I spoiled my review of the movie, but whatever. I'm probably not going to review it anyways because I pretty much complained about it already here. But I will... Actually, you know what? I'll probably just review it anyways at some point. But I'm going to do the series and the first movie first. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching this terrible video. I'm very sorry about it. I just need to rant, and also Ren needed to rant and also say stupid shit. So yeah, that is going to do it
Okay.
for this video. I'm sorry about this video. Goodbye.